Well, it's a beautiful afternoon for baseball here in O'Fallon, Missouri, as we get set for our triple header action this afternoon on the Carshield Collegiate League Radio Network and CCL TV. First ball game of the day, we've got the Cornbelters at the Falcons. Cornbelters looking to pick up another victory today as they come into this matchup sitting third in the league standings. Falcons come in leading the league at 14-11-1, right above those hometown Hoots who sit second in the league standings. So a big matchup coming up between the Cornbelters and the Falcons, an opportunity for the Cornbelters to try to jump into a tie for that first place spot, and the Falcons trying to hang on to their number one spot in the Carshield Collegiate League standings. Let's run through your starting lineups before we get to first pitch here at Carshield Field in O'Fallon, Missouri. First, for the visiting Cornbelters. Leading off, the designated hitter, number 6, DJ Schmidt. Batting second, the second baseman today, number 22, Tate Matheny. Batting third, the first baseman, number 34, Jake Berger. Batting fourth, the third baseman, number 15, Will Menendez. In right field, batting fifth, number 7, Carter Mize. Batting sixth, the catcher today for the Cornbelters, number 10, Josh Cook. Batting seventh, the left fielder, number 17, Brandon Olean. Batting eighth, the center fielder, number 23, Desmond Woods. And batting ninth, the shortstop, number 5, Drew Mize. Austin Forney will be on the hill today for the Cornbelters. We'll see him in the bottom half of the first inning. But in the top half of the first, we'll see Tom Scoro, the left-handed hurler. We'll tell you about him in just a moment. Let's run through the lineup for the Falcons. Leading off playing center field, number 21, Alex Hoff. Batting second, the first baseman, number 4, Wade Stouse. Batting third, the catcher, number 6, Austin Schmidt. Batting fourth, the left fielder, number 9, Michael Long. Batting fifth, the shortstop, number 31, Jake Mccutchen. Batting sixth, the right fielder, number 37, John Cramer. Batting seventh, the third baseman, number 22, Brandon Holm. Batting eighth, the pitcher, number 28, Tom Scoro. And batting ninth, the second baseman, number 2, Nick Hoffman. So Tom Scoro finishing up his warm-up pitches to Austin Schmidt, and DJ Schmidt will lead things off. So your defensive alignment today for the Falcons, around the horn from first to third, it's Stouse at first, Hoffman at second, Mccutchen at short, Holm at third. The outfield from left to right, Long is in left, Hoff is in center, Kramer is in right. Tom Scoro's on the mound. His battery behind the plate is Austin Schmidt. Scoro's ready. It's a lefty-on-lefty matchup for the first at-bat of the ballgame. Here's the first pitch. Missed for ball 1 at 12:06 p.m. Central Time. Overcast here today. Here's the kick in the deal. Fastball's popped up on the left side of the infield. Brandon Holm, the third baseman, gives chase into foul territory. He slides with 1 foot but can't make the catch over there in foul territory. So it's a long strike number 1 on the count. Tom Scoro, the lefty on the hill today, started off his career at North Iowa Area Community College. Is now at the University of Missouri, of course. But in those JUCO days, he had all NJCAA Region 5 all-conference honors. Swinging a hot shot to the right side of the infield, through the 4-hole, base hit for DJ Schmidt to start off the ball game. Schmidt went down to get that one. Fastball that was low in the zone, and he just got enough of the barrel on it to drive it into right field. So a leadoff runner on the bases for the Cornbelters here in the top of the first inning brings in Tate Matheny. League leader in home runs with 9, as he added to that total yesterday with the big fly over the center field wall. Scoro will step off the mound and reset. Matheny getting some work here in the Carshield Collegiate League, is a member of the Boston Red Sox organization. Here's the first offering to him. Fastball outside, missed, ball 1. One of the count now to the Cornbelters second baseman. The pitch is low in the dirt. Great block by Schmidt behind the plate to keep the other Schmidt in DJ, who's at first base. Scoro looks in. The lefty gets his sign, now sets as Schmidt gets his lead at first. Here's the pitch. Swinging a pop-up right side of the infield, but out of play foul over the $3 mystery beer bar on the concourse. 2-1 now the count. Top of the first inning, no score here at Carshield Field in O'Fallon, Missouri. Cornbelters and the Falcons going toe-to-toe here in the first of our triple header action. 2-1 pitch on the way to Tate Matheny. Swing and a foul ball right back at the plate. Got a piece of Tate Matheny's leg, and he has dropped down to a knee, as that's the same spot that Matheny got hit earlier this week on a similar foul ball. One of the reasons why Matheny is playing second base today and has played second base the last couple of days instead of his normal position in center field. Matheny continues to take his walk around home plate. Now seems like he's ready to go. So we'll dig back in on a 2-ball, 2-strike count. No outs in the top of the first inning, and a runner on first in DJ Schmidt, who reached with a leadoff single. Scoro sets. Here's a 2-2. Fastball's popped up, out of play, foul, as Matheny continues to stay alive. So we'll do it again. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Schmidt dancing around in the first base line over there at first. Scoro giving him a look, and now he'll throw. But Schmidt's back safely. No doubles defense for the outfielders in long and left, Hoff in center, and Kramer in right. Infield's playing pinched in up the middle, and Hoffman and Mccutchen for a double play ball. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Matheny got just a piece of it, but it's still traced into the glove of Schmidt for out number 1. So a strikeout of Tate Matheny puts the first out on the board for the Cornbelters here in the top of the first inning. Brings in the Cornbelters first baseman today, Jake Berger. Berger usually plays that third base spot, but he's moved to the other side of the diamond today. Here's the first offering to him. Curveball in the inner third, in there, strike 1. Berger, the former first-round pick of the Chicago White Sox back in 2017. Swings and misses through the 0-1 pitch for strike 2. Berger's battled through some injuries in the last couple of seasons. He's not seen all that much action in the White Sox organization, but he's getting some good work here in the Carshield Collegiate League. 0-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out on a curveball low in the zone. Back-to-back strikeouts for Tom Scoro. Puts 2 outs on the board here in the top of the first inning. Brings in the third baseman today, Will Menendez. Plays his ball in St. Louis as well at Harris-Stowe State University. First pitch to him. Fastball inside, missed. Ball 1. One 0 pitch on its way. Fastball in there, strike 1. Similar location to the first pitch, but just a little bit up as it clipped the bottom of the zone. Here's the 1-1. Curveball swung on and missed by Menendez. Gets away from the catcher and Schmidt, but it keeps DJ Schmidt at first base there. So Scoro gave off a leadoff single to Schmidt. Back-to-back strikeouts of Matheny and Berger. Now has Will Menendez behind in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Payoff pitch on its way from Tom Scoro. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Another curveball in the dirt as Tom Scoro strikes out the side to end the threat here in the top of the first. No score here at Carshield Field in O'Fallon, Missouri, between the Cornbelters and the Falcons. We're back in a moment. It's Carshield Collegiate League Baseball on the Carshield Collegiate League Radio Network and CCL TV. We move to the bottom of the first inning here at Carshield Field in O'Fallon, Missouri. The Falcons come to the dish. Cornbelters get a chance to see Bobby Strant on the mound for the first time today. No score between these two teams, as Hoff will lead things off. First pitch on the way from the lefty. Swing and a pop-up on the right side of the infield. Berger, the first baseman, gives chase towards a brick wall, and he makes the catch. What a play by Jake Berger. He leaned over the brick wall that extends down the right field line here at Carshield Field, leaned over, and was able to get a basket catch for out number one. So one pitch, one out for Bobby Strant. Strant, the left-handed hurler, delivers the first pitch to Wade Stouse, who pops it up down the left field line out of play. Stouse hitting in the 2-hole today for the Falcons. Usually starts behind the plate, but is getting a break, getting the start at first today. Strant sets. Here's the 0-1. Swinging a line drive right back up the middle, base hit. Good piece of hitting there by Wade Stouse. The shift was on for the Cornbelters, so Drew Mize, the shortstop, was actually playing behind the bag at second, while Tate Matheny, the second baseman, was deep into that 4-hole. So Stouse hit that one right where Mize would be if the shift was not on. So a runner aboard with one out brings in Austin Schmidt, the catcher today. First pitch on the way to him. Fastball on the outer third, missed, ball one. Schmidt, very versatile, can play 3 different positions on the infield. 1-0 pitch is low. 2-0 now the count. Josh Kiesel, before the ball game today, talked about how versatile Schmidt is, being able to be a catcher, play some outfield. He's even thrown some innings this year for the Falcons. Here's the 2-0. Fastball in there on the outer third to Schmidt for strike one. Michael Long awaits on deck. Boy, did he have a big day yesterday. Big 3-run shot over that left field wall that literally left the ballpark. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss on a fastball that was low in the zone, even up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. This Falcons lineup has some serious pop in it. One aboard, one out. 2-2 pitch on the way to Schmidt. Here it is. Fastball outer third. Got him looking. Strant painted the outer third of the strike zone with the fastball that Schmidt wasn't expecting. So with a runner aboard and 2 outs, it brings in Michael Long. He takes a first pitch curveball low in the dirt, ball one. Long, a University of Central Missouri Mule, wears the same colors in red for the Falcons. Here's the 1-0. Inside pitch gets in there, strike one. And we didn't have an opportunity to pull out the tape measure yesterday for Michael Long's home run, but it went well over the left field wall, out of the ballpark. Here's the 1-1. Big swing and a miss from Michael Long. He was trying to send another one over that left field wall on the 1-1 swing and a miss to make the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs on the board. Cornbelters trying to shut the door in the bottom of the first. Here's the pitch. Bouncer in the dirt, missed. Ball 2. Big infield here with 2 outs. Outfield, no doubles defense all the way around. 2-2 pitch. Josh Cook was ready to hop up and head back to the dugout. Home plate umpire said, hey, stick here, buddy. That was a ball. Runs the count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Stouse gets his lead at first. Here's the pitch from Strant. Swing and a miss. He struck him out on a fastball on the outer third of the zone for out number 3 to end the threat in the bottom of the first. We move to the top of the second inning. Still no score between the Cornbelters and the Falcons here at Carshield Field in O'Fallon, Missouri. It's Carshield Collegiate League Baseball on the Carshield Collegiate League Radio Network and CCL TV. We move to the top of the second inning here at Carshield Field in O'Fallon, Missouri. It's the Cornbelters and the Falcons in the second inning of action. No score between these two teams. Carter Mize will lead things off in the 5 spot, starting in right field for the Cornbelters today. Here's the first offering to him. Curveball missed upstairs from Tom Scoro for ball number 1. Scoro struck out the side after rendering a leadoff base hit to DJ Schmidt back in the first. 1-0 pitch misses low and outside, ball 2. Carter Mize, a former St. Charles Community College Cougar, so he played his JUCO days down the road. Now he plays at Missouri Baptist. Here's the 2-0. Popped up into center field. Hoff doesn't even have to move. Now he takes a couple of steps in and makes the catch in center for out number 1. One up, one down for Tom Scoro, who looked pretty darn good to start off this ball game. First pitch of the game was lined into right field for a base hit from DJ Schmidt. And he's now retired 4 straight Cornbelters. Brings in Josh Cook, who takes a first pitch fastball up and away, ball 1. Cook, another St. Charles Community College Cougar, who now plays at Missouri Baptist. Here's the 1-0. Popped up on the right side of the infield. Giving chase is Stouse, the first baseman, into foul territory, and he'll make the catch over there in foul territory for out number 2. Brings in Brandon Olean, the left-handed swinging starting left fielder today for the Cornbelters. Another St. Louis guy who plays his days at University of Missouri St. Louis, going into his junior year. First pitch to him is a curveball that catches the outer part of the zone for strike 1. Olean got off to a really, really fast start at Umsel this spring, was hitting above a 300 clip. Here's the 0-1. Curveball's popped up on the left side of the infield. Brandon Holm, the third baseman, gives chase, but it gets out of play into the grass seating down the left field line. Olean's average right above the 240 clip so far this summer in the Carshield Collegiate League. 0-2 pitch on its way from Scoro. Up and inside, ball 1. Desmond Woods awaits on deck if Olean can reach base. Here's the 1-2 from Scoro. Curveball's popped up on the left side of the infield. This one might stay in play. Holm gives chase to third baseman, but it's out of play into the dugout of the Cornbelters. So we'll do it again. Fans still trickling in for our noon start here at Carshield Field. Our capacity here at Carshield is somewhere between 5,000 and 6,000 fans when COVID-19 isn't going on. But right now we're at 25% capacity, so have a cap on how many fans we can have. But, of course, love to have fans at the ballpark. And if you're looking to catch the later games today, come on out to the ballpark. Here's the 1-2 pitch on its way. Swing and a miss from Brandon Olean. A strikeout of Brandon Olean ends the top of the second inning. Boy, has Tom Scoro looked good. He has retired 5 straight, make that 6 straight Cornbelters as we move to the bottom of the second inning. No score between the Cornbelters and the Falcons here at Carshield Field in O'Fallon, Missouri. It's Carshield Collegiate League Baseball on CCL TV and the Carshield Collegiate League Radio Network. Jake Mccutchen, John Cramer, and Brandon Holm, bottom part of the order, due up for the Falcons in the bottom of the second. Second inning of work for Bobby Strant, who's worked pretty well. Delivers a first pitch curveball in the inner third of the zone to Jake Mccutchen for strike one. McCutchen's had a really quick start to his Carshield Collegiate League career. Started last week for the Falcons. Big swing and a miss on an 0-1 curveball low in the zone for strike two. McCutchen started off 5 for 8 in his first couple of appearances for the Falcons. He's just a junior in high school. 0-2 pitch on its way. Swing and a miss on a fastball up and away. McCutchen couldn't lay off of it. A strikeout to start the bottom of the second. Brings in John Cramer, the right fielder today. Another young guy who started off pretty well here in the Carshield Collegiate League. First pitch is on the way to him. Curveball, inner part of the zone, strike one. Another lefty-on-lefty matchup. Bobby Strant against the left-handed hitter, John Cramer. Here's the 0-1. Fastball, low and away for ball one. The shift is on, a moderate shift, I would say, as Mize is pinched in just a little bit short, but Matheny is back deep in that second base hole. One pitch in there on the outer third, strike two. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, bottom 2. No score between the Cornbelters and the Falcons. The pitch is up and away. Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count to the left-handed right fielder today for the Falcons, John Cramer. Here's the pitch from Strant. Swinging a tapper, broken bat over to Tate Matheny at second. He'll field and throw over to Berger at first for out number 2. Brings in Brandon Holm, who got the start today at third base for the Falcons. He's already gotten a lot of action over there in third base. A bunch of pop-ups that have gone on that left side of the infield and into foul territory that Holm has had to chase after. First pitch on the way to him. Fastball in the outer third of the zone, in there for strike one. Holm heading into his sophomore year at St. Charles Community College, right down the road from Carshield Field. The 0-1 is a curveball that catches the outer part of the zone to the right-handed Holm for strike two. Strant has worked both sides of the plate really well, has mixed speeds through the first couple innings as well. 0-2 pitch on the way with 2 outs. Up and away, ball 1. Bottom of the second inning here at Carshield Field between the Falcons and the Cornbelters. No score between these two teams and just 1 hit on the board for each squad. The pitch is inside. Caught Brandon Holm looking for strikeout to end the second. So nothing going between the Cornbelters and the Falcons through 2. We have no score in O'Fallon, Missouri at Carshield Field. We move to the top of the third inning. 0-0, the total. We're back in a moment on Carshield Collegiate League TV and the Carshield Collegiate League Radio Network. We move to the top of the third inning here at Carshield Field in O'Fallon, Missouri. No score between the Cornbelters and the Falcons. 8-9-1 due up in the Cornbelters order to face Tom Scoro, who works into his third inning of work, has just given up one hit. How about 4 strikeouts through 7 batters faced for Tom Scoro? Faces Desmond Woods, followed by Drew Mize and DJ Schmidt. First pitch on the way to Woods. Fastball line through the 4-hole, base hit for Desi. First pitch swinging was Desi, found a pitch he liked and took it where it was pitched, right to right field, and a picture-perfect piece of hitting for Desi. Brings in Drew Mize, the shortstop. Pretty good day for Mize yesterday. 2 for 3, the single and a double, and made every play imaginable over there at short. He's going to St. Charles Community College this fall. The pitch is grounded to the second baseman Hoffman. Flips to second for 1. On to first. Picked out of the dirt by Stouse, and he got him. A 4-6-3 double play. Puts 2 on the board in the top of the third. And that's exactly what Tom Scoro needed. Rolls it back to the top of the order in DJ Schmidt for the Cornbelters. He singled back in the first inning. The only hit on the day for the Cornbelters. Here's the first offering to him. Curveball misses, goes to the backstop for ball 1. Scoro has done a really good job of staying in the zone, staying around the zone. Curveball, fastball combination working well. 1-0 pitch is lined back at the screen, out of play, a foul ball. Two outs on the board and the top of the third inning. Scoro got a ground ball double play. Now with 2 outs, a 1-1 count to DJ Schmidt. Fastball inside corner missed. Ball 1, or ball 2 rather. 2 balls, 1 strike. Tate Matheny awaits on deck if Schmidt can reach. 2-1 pitch on its way. Here's the kick, now the deal. Curveball that Scoro lost the grip on, and it missed up at the eyes of Schmidt for ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike now the count to the Cornbelters' designated hitter. Here's the pitch. Fastball missed low, and a 2-out walk for DJ Schmidt puts a runner aboard with 2 outs and Tate Matheny to the plate. Matheny in his first at-bat struck out. Fouled a pitch off of his leg that seemed to affect the rest of his at-bat. Here's the first offering to him. In the dirt, missed for ball 1. A runner aboard with 2 outs in the top of the third. Tate Matheny at the plate. Here's the pitch. Missed low in the dirt, blocked by Schmidt, and it keeps Schmidt at first. Scoro looks in for the sign. Schmidt dancing over there at first. Here's the 2-0. Popped up into center field. Heading back, Alex Hoff at the track near the wall. Look up and it's gone! Number 10 on the year for Tate Matheny. A big fly into deep right center field puts the Cornbelters on top 2-0 in the top of the third inning. My goodness, can this guy hit? And just like that, the landscape of this ball game has completely changed. Scoro was really working well through this Cornbelters order. Had only given up 2 hits and 1 other base runner, being a walk to DJ Schmidt in this inning. And now the Falcons trail 2-0 to the Cornbelters. Cornbelters first baseman Jake Berger digs in. He's 0 for 1 today. First pitch to him is a curveball that catches the outer part of the zone, strike 1. 0-1 on its way. Popped up into center field. Alex Hoff has a beat on it. He'll make a couple of steps back towards the track and make the catch in center field for out number 3. But not before the Falcons give up a 2-run blast to Tate Matheny over the center field wall that puts the Cornbelters on top 2-0 as we move to the bottom of the 3rd inning on Carshield Collegiate League TV and the Carshield Collegiate League Radio Network. Eight, 9-1 due up in the Falcons' order in the bottom of the 3rd inning as the Cornbelters have taken the lead after a 2-run shot off the bat of Tate Matheny put them on top in the top of the 3rd. Leading off, Tom Scurro, the pitcher today for the Falcons, will hit 8th. First pitch fastball missed outside from Bobby Strant for ball 1. 1-0 on the way. Fastball missed low. Ball 2. Try to look back and see if Tom Scurro had an at-bat in his college days between North Iowa Area Community College, Kansas State, and Missouri, and have not found one. Here's the 2-0. Outside, missed, 3-0. Scurro might not have to move the bat off of his shoulder if Bobby Strant can't find the zone. The shift is on for Scurro. Here's the 3-0. Missed up and away, and a 4-pitch walk to the Falcons pitcher. Tom Scurro has a leadoff base runner aboard. And that's an important base runner as it now puts the tying run at the plate in Nick Hoffman. Hoffman, the second baseman today for the Falcons. First at bat here. First pitch is tapped to the left side of the infield. Menendez grabs it from 3rd, goes to 2nd for the out, and no throw over to 1st. So they get the lead runner to the Cornbelters there. And a good play by Will Menendez, as that was a slow tapper on the left side of the infield. Menendez came in front of the shortstop, Drew Mize, to make that play. And he's had the awareness to just go ahead and get the lead runner at 2nd, not worry about turning the double play. Rolls it back to the top of the order, and Alex Hoff, he popped up foul down the first baseline in his first at-bat. First pitch to him. Line through the 6-hole, base hit past the outstretched glove of Drew Mize into left field for a 1-out single for Alex Hoff. So Tom Scurro started off the inning with the walk. He was tagged out 5-3 on a fielder's choice, which has Nick Hoffman at 2nd. And now after the 1-out single, Alex Hoff is at 1st. Brings in Wade Stouse, the first baseman today, who is already 1 for 1. Singled back in the 1st. First pitch to him on the way. Fastball swung on and missed. Strike 1. It's a big swing there from Wade Stouse, who's got some big-time power. 7 home runs this summer in the Carshield Collegiate League for the Southeast Missouri State University catcher. 0-1 pitch. Popped up on the left side of the infield. Will Menendez, the third baseman, gives chase, but it's out of play and foul over the Cornbelters dugout down the third base line. A runner on first and a runner at second. One out in the bottom of the third inning. 0-2 now the count to Stouse. Here's the pitch. Fastball up and away, missed. Ball one. Austin Schmidt, the catcher, awaits on deck, but he keeps his shin guards on in case Wade Stouse isn't able to reach. 1-2 pitch on its way from Strand. Swing and a miss. He struck him out on an off-speed pitch on the outer third to the left-handed Stouse for out number 2. So with 2 outs and 2 runners aboard, Austin Schmidt, the catcher for the Falcons, will dig in from the right side. He's 0 for 1 today. Struck out back in the first. First pitch to him. Swinging a tapper to the left side of the infield. Menendez will take it himself at third and step on the third base bag for out number 3 of the inning. So the Falcons get a couple aboard, but they can't cash in and leave 2 base runners aboard to end the bottom of the third. We move to the top of the fourth inning. Cornbelters hanging on to a 2-0 lead here at Carshield Field in O'Fallon, Missouri. We're back in a moment. It's Carshield Collegiate League Baseball on the Carshield Collegiate League Radio Network and CCL TV. Top of the fourth inning is upon us here at Carshield Field in O'Fallon, Missouri. Will Menendez, Carter Mize, and Josh Cook due up for the Cornbelters as they lead 2-0. First pitch to Menendez misses low and inside for ball one. Cornbelters got on the board back in the third. It was a 2-run blast over the right center field wall for Tate Matheny. It's the only scoring that's happened between the two teams. 1-0 pitch is tapped to the shortstop. Fielded cleanly by Mccutchen. The throw to first to Stouse is in time for out number 1. So Will Menendez is retired for the second time today. He's 0 for 2. And Menendez has been a tough out here recently. So a good start to the top of the fourth for Tom Scoro, and he's going to ask for a new baseball before he faces the left-handed Carter Mize. Mize today is 0 for 1. Popped up to the center fielder for the first out of the second. The shift is on for the left-handed Mize. Here's the pitch. Curveball in the outer third of the zone, missed. Ball 1. So Scoro's only blemish came back in the third, being that 2-run blast from Matheny. Besides that, he has mown down the Cornbelters hitters. Curveball for a 1-0 pitch misses inside to make it 2 balls and no strikes. 1 out in the top of the 4th inning. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on a high fastball that Mize couldn't catch up to for strike 1. Beautiful afternoon for baseball as the sun is coming out from behind the clouds. Nice breeze here at Carshield Field. Here's the 2-1. Curveball almost nicked the back of Mize. He was able to turn away for it for ball 3. Wind blowing just a little bit out to center field as the United States flag wavers in center. Here's the 3-1. Swing and a broken bat tapper to the right side of the infield. Fielded on a hop by Hoffman. He'll flip over to Stouse at first base for the 2nd out of the 4th. So now the catcher, Josh Cook, will dig in with 2 outs. Cook today is 0 for 1, popped up to the second baseman, Nick Hoffman, back in the 2nd. Cook trying to be a 2-out base runner for the Cornbelters, who lead 2-0 here in the top of the 4th. First pitch on the way from Scoro is a fastball that misses up and away for ball 1. Reset your defensive alignment. Stouse is at first, Hoffman at second, Mccutchen at short, Holm at third. The outfield, long and left, Hoffman center, Kramer and right. Scoro on the mound. Behind the plate is Schmidt. The pitch is lined down the right field line, giving chase the right fielder, and it's out of play, foul. Not much foul territory down that right field line as the big monster in right field stands at about a 60, 70 feet tall and cuts off the foul territory line down the right field line. So it's tough to make a right fielder make that play. The 1-1. Tap to the left side of the infield. Mccutchen comes to field on a hop. The throw to first base in time for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down for Tom Scoro here in the top of the 4th inning. We move to the bottom half of the 4th. Falcons trying to get on the board as they trail 2-0 to the Cornbelters here at Carshield Field in O'Fallon, Missouri. It's Carshield Collegiate League Baseball on the Carshield Collegiate League Radio Network and CCL TV. Bottom of the fourth inning here at Carshield Field in O'Fallon, Missouri. As Michael Long digs in for the Falcons to lead things off. He's first pitch swinging with the tapper over there to first to Jake Berger. The pitcher, Strant, covers, and he gets there in time for out number one. That was a tough play for Bobby Strant. Had to hop off the hill real quick and get over there to first base because Berger had to field that almost into the four-hole. And Tate Matheny, being the second baseman for the Cornbelters today, isn't all that privy to play in the infield as he's a natural center fielder. So good all-around play there on the right side of the infield for the Cornbelters to record the first out of the bottom of the fourth. Brings in the shortstop, left-handed hitting Jake Mccutchen, who's 0 for 1. First pitch to him is a curveball that catches the bottom part of the zone for strike one. Mccutchen got off to a fast start, now is mellowed out here in the Carshield Collegiate League. Taps the 0-1 pitch over to Jake Berger at first. He tells Strant, I'll take care of it myself, steps on the bag for out number two. So 3 pitches and 2 outs for Bobby Strant here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Pretty efficient if you ask me. Brings in the right fielder, John Cramer. He tapped a ground ball to the second baseman in his first at-bat, so he's 0 for 1. First pitch to him is a backdoor curveball that catches the inner part of the zone for strike one. Another lefty-on-lefty matchup as Kramer hits from the left side and Strant's a left-handed hurler. The shift is on the Cornbelters infield. 0-1 pitch misses up and away for ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs in the bottom of the fourth inning. Cornbelters leading by a score of 2-0. Here's the pitch. Outside, missed, ball 2. The only scoring today came off the bat of Tate Matheny, a 2-run home run that he sent over the right center field wall onto the clubhouse in right. Here's the 2-1. Swinging a line drive up the middle. Tate Matheny with the slide. Throw to first base in time. My goodness, Tate Matheny. What a play. Athleticism at every position he plays. Hat tip Tate Matheny as we move to the top of the fifth inning. Cornbelters hanging on to a 2-0 lead here at Carshield Field in O'Fallon, Missouri. Back in a moment on Carshield Collegiate League TV and the Carshield Collegiate League Radio Network. Brandon Olean, Desmond Woods, and Drew Mize, 7, 8, 9 in the Cornbelters order, due up here in the top of the fifth inning. It's a 2-0 lead for the Cornbelters over the Falcons as Tom Scoro, the pitcher for the Falcons, will deliver the first pitch to Brandon Olean up and inside for ball one. Scoro's only blemish on the day, the 2-run home run off the bat of Tate Matheny that has the Cornbelters on top, 2-0. The pitch is a fastball in the outer third of the zone that evens up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Pitch on its way. Swing and a miss on a curveball in the outer third of the zone that Olean whiffed through. 1 ball, 2 strikes, now the count. Here's the kick, now the deal. Curveball is lined into center field, down for a base hit. And Brandon Olean is on for the first time today, so he's 1 for 2. Good piece of hitting there by Olean. Identified the off-speed pitch low in the zone and pounded it right back up the middle for a base hit. Brings in the center fielder today for the Cornbelters, Desmond Woods. He singled and later was tagged out on a fielder's choice, so he's 1 for 1. Here's the pitch. Fastball, inside, in there, strike 1. So a runner aboard for the Cornbelters here in the top of the 5th inning. And Desmond Woods at the plate. The pitch is tapped foul right back at the plate. So now the count, no balls, 2 strikes to Desmond Woods. Woods heading back to Maryville University this fall, going into his sophomore year. Was the starting left fielder in his freshman year for the Saints. The pitch is swung on and missed by Woods. Strike 3 called. And Woods will take a slow walk back to the dugout. Out number 1 on the board for the Falcons. Brings in Drew Mize, the shortstop. He's 0 for 1 today. First pitch on the way to him. A fastball that catches the bottom part of the zone, strike 1. Mize had a big day yesterday at the plate, 2 for 3, and made almost every play you can think of over there at short. The 0-1 in the dirt, blocked by Schmidt behind the plate, and keeps Olean at bay at first. And when I say every play that Mize could make over there at short, I mean every play. Slow roller, backhand, forehand, bare hand, he did it all. 1-1 on its way. As time is called, right before Scoro was about to let go of the baseball. Scoro looks in for his sign. Now he's ready for the 1-1. Here it is. Swinging a foul ball back at the screen that Mize just got a piece of. Mize played this spring at Lindenwood University, right down the road in St. Charles, Missouri, but will be heading to St. Charles Community College this fall. The 1-2 on its way. In the dirt, kept in front by the catcher. We got a chance yesterday to talk to Drew Mize's future coach, Jeff Bolin, the head coach at St. Charles Community College, which is about 5 miles away from Carshield Field here in O'Fallon, Missouri. Great conversation we had with Jeff Bolin yesterday. Here's the 2-2. Runner goes. Pitch is lined into right field. Gets down in front of the right fielder for a bases hit. Bounces off his leg and goes all the way to the wall. Here comes Brandon Olean. He's going to head for home. The throw, not in time. Brandon Olean goes from first to third on the play, and Drew Mize has an RBI double to add 1 more on the board for the Cornbelters. It's now 3-0. Seemed like a design hidden run there. 2-2 pitch. Yeah, you can say that the runner was taking off, but the pitch was a fastball that was up and away, and Mize took it where it was pitched to right field. So he stands at second, and DJ Schmidt is at the plate now with 1 aboard and 1 out. First pitch is a fastball that misses. That's there, actually, outside for strike 1. DJ Schmidt 1 for 1 today with a walk. He scored on the 2-run shot from Tate Matheny. That put the first 2 on the board for the Cornbelters back in the 3rd. The pitch misses up and inside, ball 1. Top of the 5th inning. Cornbelters leading over the Falcons 3-0 after they have added 1 more extra insurance run here in the top of the 5th. Scoro with the pitch. In the dirt, missed. Ball 2. So Brandon Olean led off the inning with the single right back up the middle on a 2-strike count. Desmond Woods struck out. Drew Mize laced a double into right. That scored Olean, and he now stands on second with DJ Schmidt at the plate. The 2-1 in there for strike 2. Three runs on 5 hits today for the Cornbelters. Just 2 hits altogether, no runs on the board for the Falcons. 3-0 in the top of the 5th. The pitch missed low to run the count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. One out in the top of the 5th. Leadoff hitter DJ Schmidt awaiting the pitch from Scoro as he wiggles his bat in the left-handed batter's box. Here it is. Swinging a pop-up on the left side of the infield. Brandon Holm, the third baseman, gives chase, but it's out of play. Foul over the Cornbelters dugout down the third base line. Earlier, when the ball game started at 12:06 p.m. Central Time, the sun was hiding behind the clouds. Now almost an hour later at 1:04, the sun is beaming onto the turf field here at Carshield Field. 3-2 count as time is called by the hitter DJ Schmidt as he'd like to reset. So we'll reset again. Drew Mize stands at second. 1 out in the top of the 5th inning. Cornbelters lead 3-0. DJ Schmidt trying to drive in another insurance run. Scoro's ready on the rubber. The pitch. Swinging a pop-up into right field. Kramer's got a beat on it. He comes in a couple of steps and makes the catch on the run for out number 2. So DJ Schmidt is retired for the first time today. He's been a tough out at the top of the order all season long for the Cornbelters. But from the jump today, you could tell he's just been locked in at the plate. Brings in Tate Matheny, who blasted a 2-run homer back in the 3rd. Struck out in the 1st, so he's 1 for 2 today with 2 RBIs. Drew Mize standing at second. Cornbelters with a 3-0 lead here in the top of the 5th inning. And Scoro will step off the mound to reset. He's got to be very picky about how he pitches to Tate Matheny. First pitch to Matheny. Swing and a miss on a curveball in the outer third of the zone for strike 1. Matheny hit that home run back in the 3rd inning off of a fastball. And the first pitch offered to him here in this at-bat in the 5th is a curveball. 0-1 now the count to Matheny. Here's the pitch. Fastball in the outer part of the zone that Matheny almost offered at, held up, but it was a strike anyway. 2 outs on the board. 0-2 count to the Cornbelters' second baseman, Tate Matheny. A runner on second base in the top of the 5th inning. Here's the pitch. Swinging a line drive down the left field line, but it's out of play, foul into the grass seating down the left field line. Matheny digs back in. Scoro gets his sign from Schmidt. Sets on the hill. Here's the pitch. 0-2 misses up and away. Ball 1. Tried to get Matheny to chase the high cheese there, did Scoro, but Matheny was not fooled. An insurance run stands out there at second base for the Cornbelters. 1-2 count with 2 outs. Pitch on the way to Matheny. Swinging a tapper left side, out of play, foul. So 1 ball and 2 strikes now the count. Matheny awaits the payoff pitch from Scoro. Here it comes. Swinging a tapper right back at the screen. Out of play, foul onto the concourse. Matheny staying alive here in this at-bat. 1 ball, 2 strike count. 6th pitch of the at-bat coming from Tom Scoro. On its way. Swinging another foul right back at the screen. Matheny just won't go away in this at-bat. Action is warming in the Falcons' bullpen. So this may be it for Tom Scoro. He's going into his 5th inning of work here. 1-2 count with 2 outs and a runner aboard for Tate Matheny. Here it is. Swinging a line drive into right center field. Hoff going back at the track near the wall. It one-hops the wall and goes over the wall for a ground rule double. Drew Mize will score, and it's another RBI double for Tate Matheny. This guy is on fire. And that was virtually the same spot that Matheny hit the home run back in the 3rd. And I'm really wondering on that play why the center fielder Alex Hoff, with 2 outs, was playing so far in. Normally with 2 outs, outfielders are playing back, no doubles defense, but Hoff had to go a long way to even get close to that ball that landed on the track in right center, then one-hopped the wall and went over the wall in center field. And Hoff was nowhere close to the baseball when it landed. With Matheny hitting that home run back in the 3rd, you would think that Hoff would have learned from that one. Either way, it adds another insurance run for the Cornbelters here in the top of the 5th inning. It's now 4-0. Scoro stays out there to face Jake Berger, who's 0 for 2 today. First pitch to Berger. Popped up, foul out of play. Berger's 0 for 2 today. Clipping the Carshield Collegiate League just over 300 for Jake Berger, the White Sox prospect. Here's the 0-1. Curveball's tapped down the left field line, foul out of play. Berger's even battled injury here in the Carshield Collegiate League. Had an ankle injury that kept him out a couple of weeks, so he still has less than 35 at-bats here in the Carshield Collegiate League. Trying to add a runner aboard. Here's the 0-2 with 2 outs. Lined into left field, down for a base hit. Tate Matheny will score with ease. Jake Berger rounds first, and he'll be into second with an RBI double. So Jake Berger said, Tate, let's switch places, buddy. I'll take second, you head home. And that's exactly what happened to add one more on the board for the Cornbelters. It's now 5-0. Action still warming down there in the Falcons bullpen. But it looks like Tom Scoro will tough this one out. Berger's at second. Will Menendez is at the plate. First pitch to Menendez is a fastball that missed low in the zone. Ball 1. Menendez today struck out back in the 1st, grounded out to the 3rd baseman in the 4th, so he's 0 for 2. The 1-0. Popped up on the infield. Right to Scoro on the mound. Scoro will stand there and make the catch on the mound for out number 3. But not before the Cornbelters add 3 more here in the top of the 5th inning. We move to the bottom half of the 5th. It's 5-0 Cornbelters over the Falcons here at Carshield Field in O'Fallon, Missouri. Bottom of the fifth inning here at Carshield Field. As the bottom of the order comes to the plate for the Falcons, it's Brandon Holm. He swings through a first pitch strike from Bobby Strant, who's looked pretty darn good through 4 innings so far today. Has only given up 2 hits to this Falcons order. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on a fastball in the outer third. Strike 2. First hit came off the bat of Wade Stouse in the first. Alex Hoff added a base hit in the third, and that's been the runners really that have been aboard. Just 1 walk rendered to Tom Scoro, the pitcher. That's been it for Bobby. Misses up and away with the 0-2 pitch, ball 1. One ball, 2 strikes to Brandon Holm. Here's the pitch. Fastball in the outer third of the zone, missed to even up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. We're in the bottom of the fifth inning here at Carshield Field. It's a 5-0 lead for the Cornbelters over the Falcons. Cornbelters added 3 more in the top of the fifth. The pitch is tapped right back to Bobby Strand on the hill. He'll glove it and underhand it over to Jake Berger at first for out number 1. Falcons lineup today just can't find any luck. Hit some balls hard around the infield, but nothing that's really broken through to where they can start the carousel to get to going on the base pass. Brings in Tom Scoro, the pitcher today for the Falcons. He walked back in the second. First pitch to him is a strike, low in the zone. Makes the count, no balls, 1 strike to the left-handed pitcher, Tom Scoro. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Scoro got a piece of it, but kept in the gloves by Josh Cook for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes now. Here comes the pitch. Up and inside. Ball 1. Pretty joyous to see a pitcher hitting nowadays, where in Major League Baseball, minor league baseball, wherever you see, there's a universal DH. Curveball in there, back door to Scoro for strike number 3 and out number 2 in the bottom of the fifth. Brings in the second baseman, Nick Hoffman. Hoffman reached on a fielder's choice back in the third, but was left on the bags as Strant ended the threat. First pitch to him. Swing and a miss on a curveball, low in the zone, strike 1. The 0-1. Fastball on the outer third to the right-handed Hoffman. In there, strike 2. Early and often has been Bobby Strant on the mound. First pitch strikes have been a humming in here to these Falcons hitters today. 0-2 pitch. Curveball on the outer third, missed just off the plate by a hair. The pitch is grounded to Will Menendez. He smothers it at third. A strong throw across the diamond to first in time for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down for the Falcons here in the bottom of the fifth inning. It's 6 straight retired by Bobby Strant on the mound. We move to the top of the 6th inning. It's a 5-0 lead for the Cornbelters over the Falcons here at Carshield Field in O'Fallon, Missouri, on CCL TV and the Carshield Collegiate League Radio Network. Top of the 6th inning here at Carshield Field in O'Fallon, Missouri. New pitcher on the mound for the Falcons, Ari Gordon, will take over for Tom Scoro. He faces the left-handed Carter Mize. First pitch inside to Mize goes all the way to the backstop for ball one. Tom Scoro's day is done. The left-handed hurler out of the University of Missouri threw 5 innings, gave up 7 hits to the Cornbelters lineup, 5 runs, all of them earned, 1 walk, and 5 strikeouts. 1-0 now the count to Mize. The pitch is tapped down the right field line, out of play, into the seats. Mize today is 0 for 2. Flew out to center in the second. Tapped one over the second baseman and Hoffman back in the 4th inning. 1-1 now the count. Here's the pitch. A curveball that misses right off the plate from Gordon for ball 2. Though 2-1. Fastball in the outer third. In there, strike 2. Ari Gordon out of Parkland College, just outside the Chicagoland area. 2-2 pitch on its way. Missed outside, ball 3. Mize trying to be a leadoff base runner here for the Cornbelters in the top of the 6th inning as they lead 5-0 over the Falcons. The 3-2. Swinging a line drive down the left field line, but out of play. That ball kept hooking and hooking and hooking until it got into foul territory, but it was a smoker off the bat of Carter Mize. Mize will dig back in from the left side. Here's the pitch. Swinging a line drive down the right field line, past the outstretched glove of Wade Stouse for a base hit. So he fouls off the first 3-2 pitch down the right field line, and he waits just a little bit longer on the next 3-2 pitch and lines it right off the glove of Wade Stouse into right field for a base hit. So leadoff base runner is aboard for the Cornbelters in the top of the 6th inning. It brings in their catcher who digs in from the right side, Josh Cook. He's 0 for 2 today. The pitch, a curveball that missed low, ball 1. Five to nothing lead for the Cornbelters over the Falcons in the top of the 6th inning. 1 runner aboard, no outs, with Josh Cook at the plate. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul ball right back at the plate for strike 1. Cook popped up on the right side of the infield back in the 2nd inning, grounded out to the shortstop Mccutchen to end the 4th inning. The pitch. 1-1 swung on and missed on a curveball low in the zone for strike 2. Brandon Olean awaits on deck. He's 1 for 2 today. 1-2 pitch on the way to Josh Cook from Gordon. Swing and a miss. He got him swinging on a curveball that looked like it was going to paint the outer part of the zone and then all of a sudden had drop that fooled Josh Cook. So first out of the 6th is recorded and a strikeout of Josh Cook. Brings in the left fielder who bats from the left side, Brandon Olean, with a runner aboard and 1 out in the top of the 6th. Gordon works from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Missed low and inside, ball 1. Ground ball could get Gordon out of the inning. He sets and is ready for the 1-0. Another curveball that missed low to make the count 2 balls and no strikes. So Gordon, through the first couple of hitters, has already shown not afraid to pitch backwards, to go off speed first and then attack fastball. The 2-0 pitch. Line down the left field line, but out of play, foul. 2-1 now the count. The pitch from Gordon. Inside and low, ball 3. This is Gordon's first inning of work after he took over from Tom Scoro, who went 5 innings, gave up 7 hits and 5 runs. The 3-1 on the way. Curveball, backdoor to the left-handed Olean, in there, strike 2. Here comes the payoff pitch. Olean almost offered. They'll check down to the field umpire, Justin Robinson. He said no. So Brandon Olean on with a 1-out walk.
Number 23, Desmond Woods.
Brings in Desmond Woods, or as he likes to be called, Desi. Good day today so far for Desi. He's 1 for 2. Struck out back in the 5th inning. He's been showing off the athleticism the last couple of days. Made a diving play in center yesterday. First pitch to him is grounded to the right side of the infield. Hoffman over to make the play. The throw to first is in time for out number 2. So Hoffman only had 1 play, and that was to first base. As all 3 of the runners that were on the base pass at the time, pretty speedy runners, and especially Desmond Woods, who was moving down that first base line. So Ari Gordon for the Falcons now has 2 away and 1 left to get as Drew Mize digs in from the right side. The first pitch to Mize. A fastball in there. Strike 1. Mize today already 1 for 2. Doubled in the 5th, later scored. 2 on, 2 out. The pitch. A fastball in there for a strike. Quickly the catcher Schmidt popped up. Thought about a snap throw down the 3rd, but instead keeps it in his back pocket. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners aboard for Drew Mize. The pitch is a curveball. Got him looking. Drew Mize was absolutely fooled on the curveball in the inner part of the plate, and that ends the threat in the top of the 6th inning. It's a 5-0 lead for the Cornbelters over the Falcons as we move to the bottom of the 6th inning here at Carshield Field in O'Fallon, Missouri on CCL TV and the Carshield Collegiate League Radio Network. Alex Hoff, followed by Wade Stouse and Austin Schmidt, 2 up in the bottom of the 6th. First pitch swinging was Alex Hoff. A line drive down the left field line, and it went off the face of Will Menendez into foul territory for a leadoff double. But Menendez is down and doesn't look good. That ball was absolutely smoked down the left field line, went off the face of Will Menendez and into left field for a base hit. So Alex Hoff stands at second. It's a 5-0 lead for the Cornbelters over the Falcons, but obviously that doesn't matter right now. The biggest thing is making sure that Will Menendez, the third baseman, is okay after taking that ball off the mouth and into left field. We'll take a break here on the Carshield Collegiate League Radio Network and come back with more. There's a runner on second base in the bottom of the 6th inning for the Falcons who are at the plate. Will Menendez down, injured on the field. We're back here at Carshield Field in O'Fallon, Missouri. It's the top of the 6th inning. Or bottom of the 6th inning, rather. Falcons are at the dish after Will Menendez is okay over there at third. Wade Stouse takes a first pitch strike from Bobby Strant. It was a line drive base hit that led off the inning for Alex Hoff, but it went off the face of Will Menendez into left field, and Menendez was shaken up on the play. The pitch is lined into left field, popped up, coming on, long. He can't make the catch, and it'll fall in front. Alex Hoff will score, and it's an RBI single for Wade Stouse on a blooper down the left field line that allows the first run of the ball game to be scored by the Falcons. They now trail 5-1. So just to clarify for folks at home, Will Menendez is okay. He is still in the ball game, playing third base. Did get some medical attention during our break. Brings in Austin Schmidt, the catcher, takes a first pitch ball low from Bobby Strant. So it's a 5-1 lead here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Cornbelters lead 5-1 over the Falcons. The pitch is outside. Ball 2. Bobby Strant hasn't really had much trouble today, but this is the point where he could, with the meat of the order due up for the Falcons. The pitch is outside, ball 3. So that long break to tend to Will Menendez during the injury timeout does not look like it helped Bobby Strant's efforts on the mound. He's now behind 3-0 on the count. The pitch is outside, ball 4. So now Coach Berger will pop out of the dugout for the Cornbelters and try to calm down his pitcher, Bobby Strant. Had a conversation with Coach Berger before the ball game, and he said, look, it's the last week of the season. We've got some guys that are heading back to college, have to report back this weekend. So we're rolling out the 9 that we have, and we're rolling out the arm that we got on the hill. We've got a couple of guys in reserve to pitch, but besides that, it'll be Bobby Strant's ball game to finish. Meeting on the mound is done. Everybody disperses back to their respective positions on the field. That brings in Michael Long, the left fielder today. He's been quiet after a big day yesterday for Long. He was 2 for 3 yesterday with a 3-run home run. Today he's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out. 2 aboard, no outs in the bottom of the 6th. The pitch is up and away, ball 1. And now action starts to work in that Cornbelters bullpen. It's Craig Mcgee, the right-hander, throwing. 1-0 now the count to Michael Long. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. A big swing out of his shoes for Michael Long for strike 1. Long doesn't really leave much behind on any of his swings for that matter. He is all in. The 1-1. Curveball is popped up over the press box here at Carshield Field and out of play. Sun continues to shine brighter and brighter as we near the 2 o'clock hour. 73 degrees and sunny right now. The 1-2. Up and away, ball 2. We do have some potential rain in the forecast, but for now it is clear and dry. 2-2 pitch on the way to Long. Swing and a miss. He struck him out on an off-speed pitch out and away for the first out to the bottom of the 6th. Brings in the shortstop today, Jake Mccutchen, who's had a quiet day. He's 0 for 2, a strikeout and a ground out to the right side of the infield. 2 on, 1 out. The pitch is a curveball that catches the zone, strike 1. 5-1 lead for the Cornbelters over the Falcons as the Falcons have finally got on the board here in this inning. The pitch misses upstairs at the eyes of Mccutchen, who's got to move out of the way of that one. for ball one. Wade Stouse is at second. He reached on an RBI single. And Austin Schmidt's at first, who reached on a walk. The pitch is grounded on the right side of the infield, but out of play foul, as Mccutchen went upstairs to chase a fastball from Strant. 1 ball, 2 strikes now, the count to Jake Mccutchen with 1 out. In the bottom of the 6th, the pitch. A curveball that's popped up foul behind the screen here, Carshield field, out of play. Strant looks in for the sign. Here's the 1-2. Curveball's popped up right side of the infield. First baseman Jake Berger gives chase into foul territory. He'll camp and make the catch in the coach's box, adjacent to the first base bag for out number 2. It brings in John Cramer, the right fielder today, who digs in from the left side with 2 aboard and 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. The pitch. Swung on and missed a fastball in the inner third that Kramer wasn't ready for. Both of Kramer's at-bats today have been ground balls to Tate Matheny, the second baseman. Here's the 0-1. Curveball that's popped right in front of the home plate. Josh Cook trying to handle it, and he loses the grip on it, and it's an infield single for John Cramer. Would have been a tough play for Josh Cook to make anyway. As the field umpire, Justin Robinson, will go to the pitcher, Bobby Strant, to check on the baseball, see if it had a cut in it, and it did. So he threw it out, grab a new baseball for pitcher Bobby Strant. And now Brandon Holm digs in with 2 outs and the bases loaded. Tying run is at the plate for the Falcons in the bottom of the 6th inning. First pitch to Holm. A fastball in the outer third, strike 1. Big spot here for the Falcons. They need to cash in, as awaiting on deck is the pitcher spot, Ari Gordon. The 0-1 misses outside to even it up at 1 ball and 1 strike. So Holm is at the plate right now. He's 0 for 2 today. Tom Scoro is out of the ball game, so now Ari Gordon hits in that spot. The 1-0 to Holm. Outside, missed, and the count runs to 2 balls and 1 strike now. The pitch to Holm. Swing and a miss on a fastball in the outer third of the zone for strike 2. Got to cash in here if you're the Falcons. Just 4 outs left to try to climb back into this ball game. The pitch. Swinging a line drive into center field, right at Desmond Woods for out number 3. Brandon Holm put a charge into it, but Desmond Woods was right place, right time to end the threat in the bottom of the 6th inning. We move to the 7th and final inning here at Carshield Field in O'Fallon, Missouri. It's a 5-1 lead for the Cornbelters over the Falcons. We're back in a moment on Carshield Collegiate League TV and the Carshield Collegiate League Radio Network. We move to the 7th and final inning here at Carshield Field in O'Fallon, Missouri. 5-1 lead for the Cornbelters over the Falcons. DJ Schmidt will lead things off. Swing and a miss on a first pitch fastball that's upstairs for strike one. Schmidt today 1 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. Singled in the first, walked, later scored in the third, flew out to the right fielder in the fifth. The 0-1, up and inside, ball one. Ari Gordon going into his second inning of work. Gave up a base hit to Carter Mize and a walk to Brandon Olean, but 2 strikeouts and a ground out finished the threat for the Cornbelters in the 6th. Big swing and a miss on the 1-1 pitch to make it 1 ball and 2 strikes to DJ Schmidt. Gordon sets. Here comes the 1-2. Swing and a foul right back at the screen. Out of play. The top 3 hitters in this Cornbelters order have reached 5 out of their 9 at-bats today. Here's the 1-2. Low and inside, ball 2. Tate Matheny awaits on deck. He's 2 for 3 today. 2 runs scored, a big fly and a double. DJ Schmidt trying to get on the bases for him. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. He offered on a check swing. Did DJ Schmidt for a strikeout to start the 7th. Brings in Tate Matheny, playing second base today for the Cornbelters. As Matheny's 2 for 3 today, a big fly and a double, 2 runs scored. First pitch on the way to him is a curveball that misses outside from Gordon for ball 1. Here's the 1-0. Check swing from Matheny, but he did not go around. So the count runs to 2 balls and no strikes. The pitch. Backdoor curveball in there. Strike 1. Good placement there from Ari Gordon. Attacking Matheny on the inside. 2-1 on its way. Missed outside. Goes to the backstop as Schmidt lets this one loose from his glove. Three-one pitch. Gordon's ready for it. Here it is. Curveball's lined down the left field line, but it's just foul. If we were playing on natural grass, somebody would have went down that left field line, checked the chalk, and said, did any white come up? That's how close that ball was to being fair. The 3-2 pitch on its way. Missed low. Gordon's not too happy about that one as he renders a 1-out walk to Tate Matheny here in the top of the 7th. Brings in Jake Berger, who got the start at first today for the Cornbelters. Normally their everyday third baseman. He's 1 for 3 today. A double back in the 5th, a strikeout and a flyout. A runner at first and 1 out. The pitch is a curveball that catches the outer part of the zone. Strike 1. 5-1 lead for the Cornbelters over the Falcons in the 7th and final inning of play. Runner goes. The pitch nicked Berger. At least I thought it did, but the home plate umpire said no, didn't hit him. So it's a stolen bag for Tate Matheny. A ball on the pitch, so it evens up the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. That stolen base brought to you by the O'Fallon Family YMCA for healthy living, social responsibility. Visit the O'Fallon Family YMCA for more information. 1-1 pitch with the runner in scoring position on the way to Jake Berger. It's a curveball that missed on the outer third of the zone for ball 2. So 2 balls and 1 strike now to Berger, with Tate Matheny standing on second base. Cornbelters trying to add one more. The pitch. Lined into center field. Hoff is there, but it drops in front for a base hit. Matheny being held up at third as the throw goes to the cutoff man, Wade Stouse, the first baseman, who cut that off in the middle of the field to keep the runners at first and third. So Will Menendez digs in with runners at the corners and 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Menendez took a line drive off the bat of Alex Hoff, the center fielder today for the Falcons, in the last half inning. Went off the face of Menendez. First pitch to Menendez misses low in the dirt, ball 1. So he had a pretty long stoppage in play, about 20 to 25 minutes to make sure that Will Menendez was okay. He got 10-2 by the staff. Got some gauze wrapping for his mouth, and he looks like he's okay. The 1-0. It's a fastball that misses outside. 2 balls and no strikes now to Menendez. Menendez is 0 for 3 today. Struck out, grounded out, and popped up on the infield. Runners at the corners. The 2-0 on the way. Pitch in the dirt. Schmidt kept it in front. Here comes Matheny trying to take home, and he does. Schmidt blocked it to keep it in front, but then there was no one covering home plate as the pitcher and Schmidt both went for the baseball. That was about halfway between the pitcher's mound and home plate. Matheny saw an opportunity and said, look, I'm taking off. And he scores the 6th run of the ball game to make it 6-1. The 3-0 to Menendez. Misses low in the dirt, and Menendez is on with a 1-out walk. So that brings in Carter Mize, the right fielder, with 2 aboard and 1 out in the top of the 7th. The pitch. Lined into left center field. Hoff going back, and it falls in front for a base hit. Jake Berger being sent around third. He will score. It's an RBI single for Carter Mize. That puts another run on the board for the Cornbelters here in the top of the 7th. It's now 7-1 Cornbelters on top over the Falcons. And here comes the pitching coach for the Falcons here, as they want to talk things over with Ari Gordon, who isn't going anywhere. Very short bullpen this afternoon for the Falcons and the Cornbelters. So what they've got on the mound is what they got. So the meeting on the mound has concluded. And we are ready to get back to action. Carter Mize at first base after he just singled. Will Menendez at second after the walk. Brings in Josh Cook, who's 0 for 3. Here's the pitch. Inside and up, ball 1. Cook popped up on the infield in the 2nd inning, grounded out to short in the 4th, and struck out in the 6th. Time called as Ari Gordon wants to readjust himself on the mound before delivering the 1-0 pitch to Josh Cook. Here it is. Up and inside, swung on and missed by Josh Cook for strike 1. Brandon Olean awaits on deck. 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out to Josh Cook. The pitch in there, strike 2. It was a late strike call by the home plate umpire as the ball went out of the mid of Austin Schmidt as he popped up in an attempt to throw a baseball down the 3rd in case Will Menendez took off from 2nd. 1-2 on its way. Curveball missed upstairs. Gordon didn't have a grip on it as it missed at the eyes to Cook. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, 2 aboard. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Josh Cook sat down on strikes for the second time today in back-to-back innings. So it was a strikeout to start the inning of DJ Schmidt. Tate Matheny walked, stole a bag, scored on a wild pitch. Jake Berger singled. Will Menendez got on base with a walk. Carter Mize singled. And Josh Cook just struck out to bring in Brandon Olean. Took a first pitch on the outer third, ball 1. Count now 1 ball, no strikes with 2 aboard in the top of the 7th. The pitch. Swinging a line drive through the 4-hole. Base hit for Brandon Olean. Will Menendez rounding third. The throw to the plate to Schmidt, and he got him. Absolutely toast was Will Menendez rounding third, heading home. The outfield assist goes 9-2 in the books. A strike thrown by Kramer from right home ends the top of the 7th inning. But not before the Cornbelters add 2 more. They now lead 7-1 as we head to the bottom half of the 7th on Carshield Collegiate League TV and the Carshield Collegiate League Radio Network. Craig Mcgee against Ari Gordon to lead off the bottom of the 7th inning. It's 8-9-1 in the Falcons' order, and the first pitch from Craig Mcgee misses inside to the Falcons pitcher Ari Gordon. His first at-bat today. 1-0 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, and he lost the bat. Gordon lost the grip on the bat, and it went all the way up the third base line into the coach's box. So he'll wipe off his hands, go grab that bat, and try to reset for a 1-1 pitch. And the home plate umpire suggests to him, hey, bud, maybe you should throw on some batting gloves. So he'll take some time to throw on those batting gloves. Gives us a chance to tell you about Craig Mcgee out of University of Missouri St. Louis, playing for Corey Wall and company this fall. Played with Lutheran North this past spring. Lutheran North, a small Lutheran school on the north side of St. Louis County. Had some pretty good guys come out of that baseball program in the last couple of years. The 1-1 misses upstairs and away, ball one. The 2-1 misses upstairs, ball three. Craig Mcgee, not a guy that's going to be a hard thrower. He's going to be around the zone with the off speed. The 3-1 inside, missed, ball four. So 5 pitches renders a walk to the Falcons pitcher today. So now Nick Hoffman will dig in. Hoffman today, a fielder's choice and a ground out, so he's 0 for 2. The pitch is grounded on the left side of the infield, out of play. Hoffman digs back in from the right side. Here's the 0-1. Inside pitch in there. Strike two. Oh-2 pitch on the way from Mcgee. Swinging a foul ball back out of play behind the home plate dugout. Mcgee, of course, did not get to play this spring for Luther North High School, but back in the 2018-2019 year, Mcgee did pitch just over 50 innings, but a 1-8 record for him. 0-2 pitches popped up on the infield. Right side, Jake Berger coming in, the first baseman, will make the catch on the right side for out number one. Mcgee did get a chance to start 10 games. Had 6 complete games. Only gave up 41 earned runs and 70 total hits on the season. 5.66 ERA for Craig Mcgee in his last full season as a hurler. Brings in Alex Hoff. First pitch in there, an off-speed pitch on the inner third of the zone to Hoff for strike one. Alex Hoff, the Maryville University Saint, playing in the same conference as Craig Mcgee will play in. The pitch is popped up. Right side, Tate Matheny, the second baseman, will go into shallow right center field and make the catch for out number two. So 2 away here in the bottom of the 7th inning. We'll bring in the Falcons' last chance, Wade Stouse. Stouse today is 2 for 3. Sends the first pitch he sees into center field. Desmond Woods going back at the track near the wall, and it one hops the bottom of the wall, bounces over the base, and a ground rule double for Wade Stouse. Puts Stouse at second. Ari Gordon has to stay at third. And it's a 2-out double for Wade Stouse, who continues to stay hot here in the last week of the Carshield Collegiate League. And now it shows how important those last 2 insurance runs were for the Cornbelters in the top of the 7th. Brings in Austin Schmidt. The pitch is lined into center field. Woods coming in even more, and it drops. Gold will score. Here comes Stouse to the plate. The throw not in time. And it's a 2 RBI single for Austin Schmidt to make it a 7-3 deficit for the Falcons. It was a pop-up into center field. Woods took his first step back, as all outfielders should, and then tried to race in to make the catch, but wisely let it drop to keep it in front instead of trying to dive, and then that ball goes all the way into the wall, and you got way more trouble than you need. So it's still a 4-run lead here in the bottom of the 7th. Runner goes. The pitch to Michael Long is lined down the left field line, out of play. So Tom Scoro and Wade Stouse have now scored this inning to make it 7-3. Cornbelters still hanging on to a 4-run lead. Runner goes. No throw. Austin Schmidt will have a stolen bag. That stolen bag brought to you by the O'Fallon Family YMCA. For healthy living, social responsibility, visit the O'Fallon Family YMCA for more info. The pitch popped up into right field. Heading back, Mize at the track near the wall. It is off the base of the wall. Here comes Austin Schmidt. He will score, and it's an RBI double for Michael Long to add one more on the board for the Falcons. It's now 7-4. Wow. So the Falcons have scored 4 straight runs to now trail only 7-4. Brings in Jake Mccutchen. Takes a first pitch up and away, ball 1. The pitch up and away, ball 2. Mccutchen today is 0 for 3. He's grounded out twice to the first baseman and struck out. Just 1 out away are the Cornbelters from shutting the door. The pitch. Swing and a miss on a fastball upstairs. Mccutchen not happy with himself as he really wanted that one. Two-one pitch. Here it is. Up and away, ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike. 2 outs on the board in the bottom of the 7th inning. Cornbelters lead 7-4. Tying run is on deck for the Falcons. The pitch. Up and away, ball 4. And Jake Mccutchen has a 5-pitch walk with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. And John Cramer up to the plate. Coach Berger's out of the dugout. He wants to have a chat with Craig Mcgee, because you can't let this one get away if you're the Cornbelters. They sit at 3rd in the league standings at 13-11-2. The hometown O'Fallon Hoots are 13-10-3. So if the Cornbelters are able to grab a win in this ball game, they would take 2nd place in the league and would virtually be in a tie with the Falcons for 1st place. In steps John Kramer from the left side. The first pitch from Mcgee is up and away, ball 1. And I'll correct myself here. If the Cornbelters win this game and hand the Falcons a loss, they would take sole possession of 1st place. The 1-0. Swinging a pop-up, left side. Out of play, foul as Menendez gives up on it as it gets out of play into the seats. Action now working in the Cornbelters bullpen. 1-1 now the count with 2 outs. The pitch. Swinging a line drive into right field. A base hit. Coming around to score, Michael Long. The throw to the plate. Berger will cut it off to throw to 3rd. But Michael Long will score. Jake Mccutchen's there at 3rd safely. And another run comes across for the Falcons. It's now 7-5 in the bottom of the 7th inning. And now the go-ahead winning run is at the plate in Brandon Holm. He's 0 for 3 today. Runners at the corners, 2 outs. The pitch. A strike that's delivered on the inner 3rd to make it no balls and 1 strike. Mcgee has given up 5 runs on 6 hits this inning. The pitch. A curveball on the outer 3rd of the zone in there, strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes to Brandon Holm. Ari Gordon awaits on deck. He led off this inning with a walk. 0-2 pitch on the way with 2 outs. Here it is to Mcgee. Outside, missed from Mcgee. Ball 1. Crazy turn of events here. Mcgee 1 pitch away from ending the ball game. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And the ball game is over. What a ball game we had here. It looked like it was Cornbelters all the way through. The Falcons surged back with 4 runs of their own in the bottom of the 7th inning, but it just wasn't enough in the end. And the Cornbelters pick up their 14th win of the season. They now head into sole possession of first place in the Carshield Collegiate League. We'll be back to wrap up final numbers right after this on the Carshield Collegiate League Radio Network and CCL TV. We're back here at Carshield Field in O'Fallon, Missouri, to wrap up the first ball game of our triple header action between the Cornbelters and the Falcons. Final score, it was a 7-5 victory for the Cornbelters over the Falcons. Cornbelters now move into first place in the Carshield Collegiate League standings as they improved to 14-11-2. The Falcons dropped to 14-12-1. So now, after we update all the standings, Cornbelters would be at the top of the standings. Hoots are in the 2 spot at 13-10-3. And the Falcons would be in that 3 spot, pending what's going on tonight with more ball games. Let's run through your final numbers. Bobby Strant was the hurler on the hill today for the Cornbelters. He picks up the win as he threw 6 innings, gave up 3 hits, 1 run. It was earned, 2 walks and 7 strikeouts for Bobby Strant. Pretty dang on good job from Bobby Strant today, working through the meat of this Falcons order. Craig Mcgee finished it out for the Falcons on the hill. It was not pretty in any way, shape, or form. He threw 1 inning, did Mcgee, gave up 4 hits, 4 runs, 2 walks, 1 strikeout. But that 1 strikeout was the last strikeout of the ball game. It was the last out recorded, and it was a strikeout of Brandon Holm with runners at the corners. And at the time, Holm was what would be the winning run for the Falcons. But Mcgee found a way to shut the door for the Cornbelters for them to pick up a victory today, 7-5. The Falcons, for Tom Scoro, he picks up the loss today. The University of Missouri left-handed pitcher threw 5 innings, gave up 7 hits, 5 runs. They were earned, all of them, 1 walk and 5 strikeouts. Ari Gordon finished the day for the Falcons on the hill. He pitched 2 innings, gave up 5 hits, 2 runs, 5 walks, and a couple of strikeouts for Ari Gordon on the hill. So that will do it for us here at Carshield Field. Join us again for doubleheader action tonight, 5:30, 7:30. It is $1 beer night at the ballpark, so come on out to the ballpark, $5 frenzy, so $5 tickets at the gates. For my producer, Charlie Bornoff, I'm Cam Thomas saying so long from Carshield Field. Until tonight, final score of game number 1. It was a 7-5 win for the Falcons, for the Cornbelters over the Falcons.